Yeah, what we're talking about today is traffic lights in construction. Once you start your road construction and you know you are at the finishing phase of your construction project, you tend to make provision for your traffic light. So you're going to look at why do we actually make provision for traffic light, and also the importance of traffic light in construction. So we'll look at the general importance of having your traffic light on your roads. So we'll take a look at what is this traffic light. So a traffic light is an electrical signal device used to control the movement of vehicle. So it's an electrical signal device that is used to control the movement of vehicle, pedestrians and cyclists at intersection and walk zone. So it ensures orderly traffic flow. So if in urban centers, you get to see that these traffic lights are being used often, which actually helps to automate the flow of traffic. So it helps to reduce conflicts and enhances the road safety. So even the road usability itself, it actually enhances it. So in construction, temporary traffic lights are essential for managing traffic around work area. Sometimes maybe during road construction, you see some of these traffic lights are being used to manage the traffic around work area, which tends to reduce delay and prevent accidents. So traffic light is very very essential because it actually helps to either reduce or eradicate accident at all. So and we are going to look at the key reasons why traffic light is being used. So what are those key reasons for making use of your traffic light? So the main reasons are traffic control, improved safety, reduces congestion, support construction, and environmental benefits. So we'll be taking a look at these points to see how these actually affect the construction process. So traffic control. So traffic control actually regulates vehicular movement. So traffic lights organize traffic flow at intersections and construction zones, reducing confusion and improving road discipline. Road discipline is very, very essential in every road as a driver, but with traffic control, it helps you to make use of these traffic lights so that even if you are driving as regards to another driver with less discipline, you tend to actually find your way through regardless of how disciplined the driver is, because the traffic control is there to actually guide, to help you drive safely. So the next point is improved safety. So it actually enhances safety for everyone. So with traffic lights, there is safety for everyone, because when it says stops, so it's it signifies stops. Everybody tends to stops. When it shows ready and go, you tend to ignite your vehicle and you set on the move. So they reduce the risk of collision between vehicles, then pedestrians and cyclists, by providing clear right of way and safe crossing opportunity, because we know every road should have a right of way, then actually helping to create safe crossing opportunities for the pedestrian crossing the road. So the next point is reduces congestion. So with road traffic lights, congestion usually is reduced because it helps to direct the movement of vehicle, the ones that are stopping, the ones that are going. So with that, there is little to no congestion. So ensure smooth and continuous flow. So with the presence of traffic lights, you are able to have that smooth and continuous flow. Then proper signal timing minimizes traffic congestion and delay. Because of the signal timing, right? Whereas some we have maybe 1 minute interval, some we have 50 seconds interval. So the timing helps to minimize traffic congestion and delay. So especially in busy areas and around construction zone. So whereby construction zone, whereby you have movement of construction materials, construction vehicles, so it actually helps to minimize the flow of traffic in such kind of an area. Then supports construction. So traffic lights is essential for safe walk, then zone management. Then traffic light helps to create safe work environment by controlling vehicles and protecting workers and equipment in active construction area. So it helps to protect workers and your equipment, in busy construction area. Then we have environmental benefits. It lowers emission and fuel consumption. Yeah, because of the traffic lights, so it helps to lower emission and fuel consumption. Then smooth traffic flow reduces idling time, then fuel consumption and emission, contributing to a clearer and more sustainable environment. So with your traffic light, you are taking a look at the economical effect of the traffic light, the sustainability of your traffic light, because it actually helps your driving experience to be sustainable. So we'll be taking a look at the uses, where is this traffic light used. So the first area where traffic light is used is in urban intersections. So in your urban community or urban areas, whereby you have large traffic flow, so you tend to make use of your traffic light, that is managing traffic in busy cities and junction. So traffic light is being used in regards to this. Then we have construction zone. So areas whereby you have huge construction work going on, maybe vehicular movement of trucks, dump trucks, excavators, your graders, your bulldozer, rollers, and the likes of them. So, with your traffic light, it actually helps to slow down the movement of these construction vehicles. So, safely directing traffic around the work area. Then we have the pedestrian crossing. So, providing safe crossing at roads and intersections. So it actually helps the pedestrians to be able to cross, move around the city, areas whereby the pedestrians are crossing the road. So it helps them to cross the road safely. Then we have highway ramps and exits. So for your highway ramps and exits, the traffic light is also provided, which helps in controlling and merging and diverging traffic. So it actually helps to control the traffic, merge the traffic where need be, and also divert the traffic where it is required. Then we have school zones. So in your institutions, your primary school, secondary school, tertiary institutions, whereby you actually need, students crossing the road. So you actually make provision for a traffic light to ensure safety of children during the school hours, right? So the next area where traffic light is used is event management. So maybe you have a different event, taking place at a different or the same area. So you can actually make use of your traffic lights to help control the traffic, handling traffic during public events and gatherings. So when you have population of people, different people coming together for different things, so to help manage the flow of traffic, so you tend to make provision for your traffic light. Then we have emergency management. So in a case of accident, in a case of an emergency, you can actually make provision for your traffic light, which helps to control traffic during accident or emergency situation. So the picture we have here is a typical traffic light system. So you can see all the components of the traffic light, right? We have the signal head, right? Then we have the signal pole. From the signal head to the signal pole, then we have the controller unit, then the pedestrian signal, then the power supply, then we have the foundation base. So this is just a setup of a typical traffic light system. So traffic light is very, very important in our day-to-day activities because it's what we see in our cities, and we need to actually get accustomed to how to use or understand traffic light for our safety.